We know it's the holiday season. People are getting prepared for, gifts and just trying to meet with their families. And that can also mean travel. Okay. And with us right now from AAA Tidewater here in Hampton Roads, we have Ryan Adcock. Because Ryan, from what I'm seeing from your holiday travel outlook, we have another record expected for people to be traveling. What are you guys seeing?
Absolutely. It's going to be another record-breaking year, not only for the country, but for the state of Virginia as well. We're forecasting that 3.41 million Virginians are going to travel more than 50 miles from their homes. So a lot of people are going to be out there on the roads, in the skies, on the rails, on the water, wherever have you. There are going to be a lot of people.
On the water. I love to hear it. And, it's interesting. When I was looking at the numbers, you said the 3.4 million Virginians, but across the country, 122 million Americans are going to be traveling. Most of that is going to be either by car, correct? What do you attribute another year? It seems like the last few years, each year we've seen a record number expected, and then it's kind of backed up in the data. What do you attribute that to?
So in all of our travel forecasts throughout the year, our benchmark is comparing all of our travel numbers to 2019 before the pandemic, when obviously travel numbers tanked and people had all of those travel opportunities taken away from them. They were secluded away from their friends and family. So we've found that post-pandemic that is really top of mind for people and on the top of people's priority list, getting to see their friends and family, especially around these holiday times when that's very much a part of the culture of the holiday, is seeing your friends and family.
And yeah, you were telling me that, like you just said, kind of comparing it to the pre-COVID metrics for everything in 2019. I think when people think about travel right now, we're looking at the gas prices that we're seeing, and people are thinking, okay, can I afford it when I'm driving? And we were looking at the issues with planes that people were having just a month ago during the shutdown. So may have expected people's planes, but we were looking at the gas averages, Sarah. If we can pull those up, it's not bad right now. It's not bad at all.
It is not bad. As you can see, the national average there is $2.94, and then the state average is $3.83, and then that's the same average down here in this metro area, Norfolk, as well. And for the state, it's a little bit less than what the average was this time last year, which was $2.89. And then for Norfolk, it's just a little bit more, slightly more expensive than this time last year. It was $2.77. So nothing to really gawk about. But as you can see, they've been holding pretty steady here these past few weeks. Just a little bit of fluctuation, which is what we normally see.
And I think we talked with you all around the Thanksgiving holiday, but at that point we were still kind of just coming off of the government shutdown, and a lot of people were trying to figure out if they were going to try to fly because you had the restrictions, and so then they were driving. But I think the fact that has ended, coupled with some of these prices that we have in communities, I think that all kind of adds into the holidays. I know every year you guys also put out different kind of warnings to make sure people keep in mind. What are some of the things that you want people to remember as they get on their travel, especially knowing that most of them are going to be hitting the road?
The blanket message is to just prepare as much as you can beforehand, whether that be physically preparing your vehicle, checking the treads on your tires, checking the fluids in your vehicle, checking your battery, mentally preparing yourself to potentially sit in some traffic, because it's a fact that the roads are going to be busy than they normally are, especially down here where the roads are already very busy. All of the pain points that we normally see in traffic are going to be that much more exacerbated when we have this holiday travel. And so as we get into our travel forecast period, which starts on December the 20th, it's going to be an elevated number of people that are out there on the road. So whether that be traveling earlier in the day before morning rush hour or later in the evening after evening rush hour, just preparing as much as you can beforehand.
All right. Do you have your plans already set?
Yes, I'm going to...
Sarah, did you hear the sigh in his voice? He said yes.
I know. I'm heading out on Tuesday evening, but those days leading up to Christmas, which obviously is on a Thursday this year, you're going to have holiday travelers mixing in with just regular commuters that are leaving to and from work as well. And these forecast numbers are only for people that are traveling more than 50 miles from their home for Christmas. So it's not accounting for any local travel at all.
People just in your city, in your community.
Absolutely. So there are going to be more than 3.41 million Virginians traveling. Just that 3.41 is over 50 miles from their home. That's what we constitute as a road trip.
Listen, try to get out as early as you can. Please do not get upset when you get caught in the traffic, especially on those bridge tunnels, because you try to leave at the last available second during peak hours as well. What are the days people need to be mindful of again, Ryan?
We're forecasting that Saturday and Sunday, the 20th and the 21st, are going to be very busy. And then as well, we're forecasting that the day after Christmas is going to be very busy, whether that be people traveling back home or traveling to additional destinations for the year-end holiday season. We're forecasting that those days will be especially busy out there on the road. So ignorance is not bliss. So just preparing as much as you can beforehand, whether that be every day before I go home, I'm on Google Maps checking to see what part of 64 is red, what part is yellow, to see what route I need to take to get home.
You have to.
And so whether that be checking that before you leave, or taking a roundabout way to get to where you're going, or seeing that red on the map and saying, I'm going to have to sit in traffic. Let me put on a nice long audiobook, a podcast, do whatever woosah you need to do to mentally prepare yourself to sit in that traffic.
At the end of the day, it is a season of holiday cheer. So keep that in mind when you think to have any kind of road rage. And so, Ryan, we appreciate you, man, coming in. Hopefully you have a great holiday yourself. I know you all are busy around this time of year tracking all of the data, and we look forward to seeing what comes at the tail end after the holiday season, what you all tracked, and hopefully we don't get that uptick also in like crashes that we see that come around this time of year. People are careful and are able to get to and from their destinations. But Ryan Adcock, AAA Tidewater, thank you so much for coming in, man. Appreciate you.